Hello, it's Dr. Rhonda Johnson. Today's Tuesday, June 21st, 2022. Hello, everyone. I took some days off to recharge my batteries, but I'm back. And today I'm talking about COVID sniffing dogs. Well, we all know that a dog's sense of smell is more powerful than humans. Biologically, it's because dogs have an extra smell organ that humans do not have, and they have more cells, olfactory epithelial cells, than we humans do. Well, it turns out, folks, that people infected with COVID release volatile organic compounds in their sweat that are unique to the SARS CoV-2 virus replication, and all that cellular debris and stuff that goes with having COVID that dogs can detect. So today I'm sharing some highlights from some published studies. First, this study published in PLOS1 by French researchers. They collected armpit samples of sweat from people infected with COVID, trained the dogs on these sweat samples over a period of 5 to 6 weeks, and then they tested the trained dogs to sniff out people with COVID at volunteer testing site. Well, people who the dogs sniffed out were tested with a PCR test to determine if they had COVID, and they compared the results. The results were incredibly accurate and amazing. The dogs sniffed out COVID with an amazing accuracy that the researchers said the dog's diagnostic capabilities were in the same league as the gold standard for COVID tests, those PCR tests. Well, but they weren't the first ones to figure that out. In Finland, they had been using COVID sniffing dogs at the Helsinki airport in 2020 and found their accuracy was around 98%. And then NPR published an article online on June 14th about a dog that's trained to sniff out COVID on surfaces at a school in Massachusetts. The dog could detect COVID on backpacks, schools, desks, garbage cans, and the school found that this COVID sniffing dog was extremely helpful in keeping the classrooms open. But there's more. Dogs have been also able to detect those volatile organic compounds in sweat from people with long COVID up to 18 months after their infection. Now, this study was by another group of French researchers. It was published in February of this year in the Journal of Clinical Trials, and it demonstrated that trained dogs could discriminate sweats in long COVID patients. Now, this study is highly significant, folks, because their data supports the hypothesis of some researchers that people with long COVID have actively replicating virus in their bodies. So, I say, bring on the dogs. I'm hoping that more COVID sniffing dogs can be trained. This could help cut down on super spreader events such as conferences and concerts, and help keep our schools and universities open and all types of public places safer, because we know COVID is here to stay. That's my message today. As always, my views are my own. Please be safe, please. We are in a huge surge of COVID infections right now here in the United States. Take care and have a great day.